The Apostle Paul, in the first 3 chapters of the book of Ephesians, teaches that those that are in Christ Jesus have all spiritual blessings. He then prayed that the eyes of their hearts would be opened, that they could see the very power of God, the same power that raised Jesus Christ from the grave and set him at God's right hand in heaven. Paul instructed them to remember where they had come from, how that they were once dead, D-E-A-D, without hope. They were like zombies walking around with no hope, separated from God. But God made them alive through their faith in Jesus Christ. And then Paul reveals a mystery that had been hidden for so long. The mystery of where Jews and Gentiles were to become one in Christ Jesus. There'd no longer be any separation. The veil had been rent from top to bottom, something that only God could do. No longer would believers be separated by their ethnicity, their race, their gender, or their financial status. The playing field would be leveled at the foot of the cross. Everyone would be of equal value. Then in chapter 4, Paul moves from doctrine to application. Now that you have been made worthy, be sure to walk worthy of your calling. Paul wants them to move from some head knowledge of Jesus Christ to this experiential knowledge of God. He wants them to walk worthy now that they have tasted of the goodness of God. How do believers do that? Well, the Apostle Paul gives us a few insights into that in chapter 4 in the first 3 verses. It's not an all-inclusive list, but it's a good starting point. He says we should walk in humility, meaning without the presence of pride. We should be kind to each other and to seek unity. They were to find oneness in their common love for God. I don't know about you, but this is something I wish we could all practice a little bit more. Let's find some common ground where we can appreciate our love for Christ. Let's fight a little less and love a whole lot more. Have you tasted of the goodness of God? Are you living a life worthy of your calling? Do you love your neighbor as yourself? Are you actively seeking unity? Let us be a people that never forget we have been called to one Lord, one faith, and one baptism. And this is Jesse Walker with the Glenwood Church of Christ.